What's up guys, Bear Game here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we're going to be talking about something that I rarely talk about because, well, Supreme Arena is usually just a non-issue. You get like your one attack in a day, you try to keep whatever rank you think you can for your daily rewards. However, at the beginning of the season, sometimes it might actually be worthwhile spending diamonds. Yes, you can actually spend diamonds in Supreme Arena to increase your daily output. And that's something I actually forgot the first couple days on our main account and what we're going to do here today. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. You might want to consider doing this, especially if you have a much more powerful account. So this right here, it's something we probably maybe not even do every day. I mean, they did most recently add in a daily nice little quest for some additional diamonds. So you do get, what is it, 20 additional diamonds every day for at least doing one attack here. Now granted, remember, Supreme Arena isn't up all the time, but what is important are the daily rewards. And when you start out the season, all you're really getting are these season tokens, and not that many of them at that. However, as you climb the ladder, you're going to get additional things, which also include season XP hourglasses, which is actually kind of something that is important because early game, early season, I guess I'll say, those additional hourglasses turn into a lot of extra XP to level your heroes up, because that's usually what's gating your hero. And you start getting these Twilight Essence, and it really goes up pretty quickly as you go through it. There are cosmetics and stuff, that's if it's something you prefer. Me personally, I have my one cosmetic I like and I stick to it, and my character never changes. But one thing I totally forgot, and I was like, wait, how am I like in my guild not like one of the higher Supreme Arenas? Oh yeah, that's because you can actually buy up to 12 attempts a day. So I've gone 3 days now not realizing that I should be much higher in the rankings. Now if you're a free-to-play player, your 3 daily challenges is most likely enough to keep you where you need to be with your power level. You guys can kind of compare to the type of account we have, which is very powerful, slowly getting more and more Paragon 1 heroes. And it does turn out to be something I need to be doing in these early days because I'm missing out on these season tokens. I'm missing out on XP, which does matter for someone who's trying to push content, and then also more Twilight Essence, which again, I have plenty of heroes at level 15 exclusive, so I want to be getting as many Twilight Essence as possible because that's kind of slowly becoming the thing I lack the most of. All the other ones are coming pretty quickly on our account. It's just these that are the big issue. Still sitting on that nice Abyssal Essence. I don't know what we're going to do with it just yet, but Supreme Arena is something I am going to be doing here, and we are going to try to continue pushing. Now, I highly recommend you fight the challenger waves as often as possible. Sometimes when you get to these ranks, you'll occasionally see other players. Chances are that other players' team is probably more powerful than the challengers around them. So try to typically stay in this type of fashion. I really like the third map now too, and I like how that third map is in regular arena as well. It's really, really cool. But as you guys can see, our account is plenty powerful, and if I'm not doing these extra diamond purchases a day, converting that diamonds into additional XP, additional Twilight Essence, all those things, I'm kind of missing out on progression. So this is actually something I completely forgot about the first couple days, and I now feel a little stupid. Granted, I don't know if our account was necessarily powerful enough the first day or two, because remember, you're going up against stronger enemies based on their season level, and when you have a very low season level, it does make it much harder to accomplish. But you can see right here, we're in a spot where if I'm not spending diamonds, I'm actually kind of hindering the progression of my account right here. So pretty interesting how it does work out, how it's actually better, because not only that, you are technically generating diamonds by these victories, because you're getting, I think it's what, looks like about 5 diamonds per victory, about somewhere in that ballpark, or per level victory for the difference of you and the other person. So just keep that in mind. Those are diamonds you'll always get, so just by doing this isn't necessarily good. And remember, these diamonds do scale up, so doing a couple a day is going to be much, much smarter than doing a bunch of them all at once that you're going to see me do right here. I'm actually going to end up losing out on some resources because of the way that I'm doing it, which neither here nor there. It's not the best situation to do it the way I am, but if I'm playing catch up now and I completely forgot about it, then yeah, this might be the best route to take. So you can see the battles are slowly becoming a little bit more difficult to just completely burst down, and it might actually become actual battles now. My goal and what I used to sit in a Supreme Arena was like top 50, occasionally top 20 if I really wanted to push my 3 battles every single day. Top 50 I kind of just sat in naturally constantly, which was a nice comfortable thing. Whatever you were kind of sitting at in Song of Stray season, you can kind of figure you'll probably sit at around the same here. Maybe a little bit behind, just because if you're not, of course, really pushing content, you might be a little short on hourglasses or something for XP. Just keep all those things in mind. Not bad. So we get up to 164. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to get more diamonds, which is perfect as well. My goal is to get to like 50 here, but you see there, that one cost 100 diamonds, and it's slowly becoming something a little expensive. And you can see right here, now we're actually finding some actual enemies here, which might not be a bad thing at the same time. These teams look like they aren't too bad, especially when they don't set up their defenses properly. You see right here, they have the Mauler bonus, but they don't have anybody sitting on the tile, which means they probably haven't really set up all these lineups. So that can kind of be a sign that you might get some easier victories out of them. Make sure you do set up your defense, because it's going to suck if you get yourself to a position that you're comfortable with, and then all of a sudden you start losing some battles. So this one does look like it's going to go pretty smooth. Doesn't look like too big of an issue, especially when we are locking down their ultimates. Now they finally get to cast them. All of them go off at the same time. But yeah, it looks like our Zoo squad is doing what we need and getting victories. Man, I've actually been tempted to take our Burial and bring him to Supreme Plus from our Mythic Plus. It just sucks because that's like 5 more copies, because I think we have 1 extra from the login event. But yeah, this actually is looking like not too bad for us here. I'm using Reiner on this map, which is usually not great. I actually did get a swap for once, but I do use Reiner occasionally just to get the season bonus for the faction bonus. That way we get our Tailene supercharged. And yeah, even here, we're still getting more and more power. I just don't know if I want to spend too many more attempts today to really push my rank, because if we push too hard, we're going to be spending a lot more diamonds than we need to. It goes up from like 20 to 50 to 100, and I wouldn't be surprised if the next one costs like 200, and at that point you're basically losing out on quite a few diamonds. It's another 100, so that's not bad, but I think I'm comfortable with where I'm at right now to kind of call this kind of like an okay spot. So let me know what you guys think. Remember, if you are free to play, this probably is not necessarily a strategy for you unless you have a very powerful account. But again, if you think you can push higher and you can get your rankings up higher, you can see a lot of people have already taken over all the top spots. So just be prepared. This is a district-wide thing. Oh, I'm in District 11 now. We got a different district set up now. Oh, the districts actually have less servers too. Interesting. That's kind of cool. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.